in the world. That's kind of what they do, Trav. All right, so I'm gonna pick on you a little bit from this camera. First and foremost, 80-yard shot. What's the shot called? Chipping, pitching, or distance wedges? Yeah. Okay. So that's today's topic. Do you have any favorite players? I might not have him for distance wedges, but the other thing with him, Travis, guess what his ball flight is with wedges? Below what type of shot shape? Cuts it. So you probably don't want to see cut because you just chirped about, I don't want to be out to, yeah. So if it doesn't match what you want the ball to do, I don't care who it is, I'm not going to show you that. Does that make sense? How about Fleetwood? How about Rory? You know Zach, by the way? Okay, so there's you on the left. And there's Zach on the right. So which pieces here make the club swing out to in if you do? Okay. What pieces here make contact tougher and launch conditions? Yeah. Now that one you should be able to see. Stance, one more thing. And it's all on the bottom. It's all on the bottom of the turf. Okay. Where do you think the weight should be? Yeah. Anything else? It's glaring, bud. Glaring. Look at the turf. So stance you got. What else is on the turf? Ball. Yeah, what? You got that thing up where, you know, sometimes I might tell someone to hit a 5-wood from there, or like say a hybrid. Does that make sense? Where's his ball position here? In the back. Yeah. So back ball position, what's that do for contact? Better or worse? Better. And then what's it do for club path? The more you shove the ball back in golf, the path moves more right or left? Right. Right. Good. And then obviously, you've had a lot of lessons in your life. What's back ball position do for launch conditions? Lower. Yeah. So Travis wants the ball to be high or low with these shots. Into out path or out to in path? No. So how do you think that looks? Not only with your stance width, but where that ball position is. And wouldn't you say setup stuff's easy to fix? And guess what I saw during that tournament the other day? The same thing. Remember where I was kind of caddying from? I'm never going to be where as a caddy. Behind you or in front? Behind. I'm always standing where? Right in front. How many wedges did we get that day? 4? Yeah, that's almost half the holes. And guess what I saw with the ball position? Too far forward. Okay. But how was the shot? Good. How was your score? Good. Okay. So if Travis wants it to be lower and more into out path, the ball position must go in the width of stance. Good. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, you brought up out to in, so let's start with the club stuff. This line, I think I've coached you a little bit on. What does this line help you with? Correct. Ready? It's a little dark, but there's the top. How close is that club head to the yellow line? Okay, then downswing. Does it get closer to the yellow line? Halfway down. Okay. And then from there, does it get steeper or closer last half? You're on it. Okay. Then watch the follow through. Now your hands and the club are where versus that line? So what do you think your path is? In and out. Huh? In and out. Yeah. Even with that ball position, you're in and out. Okay. A little quirky, wouldn't you say, with the ball position? It doesn't need to be forward if you want to swing in and out, right? So what do you think of the swing? Is there anything that you say, Coach, I don't think this is you, by the way, but is there anything that you don't like? What's the most important piece of the swing if you look at path, the backswing and the downswing? Backswing. No way. No way. Jim Furyk's backswing looks terrible. Scheffler looks pretty bad at the top too. But what for path? The path is always halfway down through halfway through. It tells you where the club's doing what. So it's where it's swinging, right? So that's my opinion. I think you got to really pay attention to the downswing when you look at the path. Anything that you don't like? I don't really think you're like a positional student as I read you, right? I do think your setup's pretty important on a lot of stuff. But I think even at the top there, when I show you Rory and Tommy, you're going to see a little bit of difference right here at the top. But guess what? Both of these guys are going to be right here on the line. Okay, so you ready for that? Who do you want to start with, Tommy? Do you like him much? Yeah. Yes, no, I think he's playing good this week as well. Okay, so there's his top. Let's go to you. What do you kind of see? You want me to help you? See his club shaft? Where does it kind of point more to? You, yeah. His points closer to the, yeah. So in our world of instruction, that's a little bit more of an on-plane club shaft when it points very close to the target line, yeah. When you get laid off at the top, is that a shallow or a steep swing if it points above the ball? No way, no way. Shallow. So if someone wants to be a little bit of like, say, in to out, and they already got a little bit of a shallow at the top, that kind of helps you. Look how much closer your club is to the yellow line than Tommy. Who's got less work to do? Yeah, you're closer to it. Okay. Ideally, we always look at the club shaft being close to the target line. We want the club on, it's called on plane. Okay. All right, now let's watch him come down. Is this club getting closer or further from the yellow line? Closer. Yeah, who's shallower, you or him? Shallower, by the way, Travis, is the club getting closer to the yellow line. See yours right here? Look how close it is. Look at where his is. I think you're slightly shallower than him. About the same, wouldn't you say? Okay. How about halfway, no, sorry, 3/4 down? See his club?